Welcome back to episode 8 of the Freeballers podcast. I'm your co-host, A.A. Ron. And with me today, I have, like always, mi hermano, Jordan.
J-O-R, Dan.
And next to him, we got...
the pride of Northbrook. Limit Break's finest, Joe Graneski.
Honestly,
Yes.
at this point, we should just record you saying that.
Yeah.
And then just press play.
Yep, might as well.
Pride of Northbrook.
But anyway, welcome in to another great episode. We appreciate all the love, of course, as always. It's going to be another fun show. We're going to discuss the NBA Finals that just ended and NBA free agency. We got our Would You Rather, Rapid Fire, What Would You Do? And we are going to draft. Should I tell them what we're drafting?
I think you have to.
Wait,
Okay.
do we?
We might forget at the end, honestly.
You're right. So
don't even tell them about it because we just may forget anyways.
I'm not telling them.
So
don't tell them.
the draft is up in the air this week.
Yeah.
So the draft is going to be... it's not up in the air.
No, we could tell them. It's Disney movies.
It's
the best
Disney
Disney movies of all time, but we're definitely going to forget.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
So in case we forget, just remind us that we're drafting Disney movies. Thanks, guys. Make sure you guys sub and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you don't like YouTube, don't do it. That's fine. But I want to...
You don't like YouTube?
Yeah, like, because it's just a video platform. We're not video yet.
I'm on YouTube.
Because you stream.
Visit YouTube, Limit Break. That's Joe G.
Yeah.
Limit Break.
Only if you want
Pride of
to.
Northbrook.
No, do it anyways.
So I just want to read this review that was sent in by D. Abbas1. And they said, looking forward to listening to these guys every week. Super funny and unlike any podcast I've listened to before. And she gave us 5 stars.
Dia Boss.
So,
Do you think
I
that...
read it as Dabass.
no, I know this person, and that's
Oh,
the
okay.
last name is Abbas.
Abbas.
I was going to say, what do you think was the hook for them? All the spine snapping stories or
I
the
think
number
know.
2s that we talk about? Or
I think everything. So thank you for that review. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and leave us a review. Helps us out a lot. We
Well-
appreciate it.
Just be nice about it, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jordan's super sensitive.
Jordan, are you all right?
Yeah. Aaron goes.
All right, so NBA Finals just ended. The Warriors got beat by the Raptors. How you guys feeling about this? Personally, I'm glad. I'm happy for Kawhi.
I'm always a fan of seeing new teams win championships. So
yeah.
it was nice.
So I feel like exactly like what both of you just said, except I hate that if we're all being honest with ourselves, there's zero chance Toronto wins that series if Golden State is even remotely healthy.
Okay, so they played twice in the regular season, and Toronto won both games.
That's regular
But
season.
were both teams healthy though?
I mean, because here's the thing. People talk about Durant's injury. People are going to remember Durant's injury and Clay's 2 injuries. But a torn Achilles and a torn ACL is one thing. Looney was hurt the whole series. Curry was sick the first 2 games. Iguodala was hobbling around the first 2 games. I mean, they were not even... 6 of their top, 7 people were not even remotely healthy.
Right. So on the box score, if you look really closely, it actually lists everyone's injury and all the excuses. Right?
Yep.
No. It says W.
You can't tell me that... even the announcers after the game, they were trying to be good for Toronto, but they beat, a team that's literally hobbling to the finish line.
A healthy KD, then the Warriors are winning.
Yeah, he's the best player in the world. They don't even
So-
need... They could still have all the other injuries, and they probably still would have won.
But like I said, I'm happy Kawhi got another ring.
Yeah, that's
He
cool
goes
for
out
him.
there, handles his business, doesn't say much. I respect it.
I love that man. That dude is so funny.
I'm excited for
He's
the
so-
repercussions of this.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so awkwardly funny.
Did you guys see Plant Guy?
Plant guy.
Plant Guy, the Raptors fan
No.
at the parade?
Oh,
he was walking around the streets with the plant that looked like he just pulled out of the ground.
Wow.
And they interviewed him, and they were like, "What you got there?" And he's like, clearly just drunk as shit. Just, I got a plant. It's a Kawhi plant. Have you seen Kawhi? And they're like, well, he's probably in Oakland celebrating his butt off. And he's like, well, if you see him, tell him I love him.
The Kawhi plant.
That's
Oh, the
gonna
Kawhi
be me
plant.
stumbling around after a Bengals Super Bowl eventually.
Just a plant.
Just
Just carrying around a plant and say, "Welcome to the jungle."
Oh my god.
if you guys see a jungle, put this back. Tell Andy Dalton I said hi.
But yeah, dude was gone. Just carrying around a plant in Canada, the streets of Canada.
I didn't even know they had plants in Canada.
It looked like a palm tree.
It's just
honestly.
straight ice. That
Didn't know that.
I assumed it looked like the North in Game of Thrones.
We the North. You know nothing, Jon Snow. I love that.
So-
I love that. That took a turn.
Game of Thrones plug.
Yeah.
So the repercussions of this, though. So with NBA free agency coming up, like you got to wonder how many teams are just going to do what Toronto did, where it was very clear Kawhi was not going to re-sign there.
Right. A
He-
1-year rental.
He basically said, if you guys remember when that trade originally happened, there was rumors coming out from his like agents that he may just sit out again, that he didn't even want to play in Toronto at all, and that he might try to force another trade to get away from it.
Isn't that wild that he had that buzz around him, but then he just won the finals?
Won the finals. So it's like, how many other teams, like if you're the Phoenix Suns or the Hornets or something like that, what's keeping you from going like, you know what, fuck it, we're going to trade some crazy war chest worth of picks for Anthony Davis and try to make a run at it next year? Especially with the Warriors being so damaged and they're not going to be able to return.
Yeah,
The
KD's
West is
out
now
for the
open,
year.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Clay? How long is he out?
It's an ACL tear, so I mean, he's at least 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
But
It's literally going to be Curry trying to hold the Warriors together in the meantime.
yeah, I got some free agency predictions here.
Let's do it.
Now, I said this a couple years ago, actually, about KD when he first signed with the Warriors. How long has he been there? 3 years?
Yes.
The other one
they
back
won,
to
they
back,
won
and then-
two straight, and then, this
Okay.
one.
So after he signed and I was figuring out when he would become a free agent again, I saw that the Brooklyn Nets were going to have 2 spots to fill with max deals.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Jordan this and my dad this. I said, I can see KD and Kyrie going to Brooklyn because you know who owns the Brooklyn Nets? Jay-Z, who owns Rock Nation. And if you saw in the news the other day,
Yeah.
Kyrie just signed with Rock Nation.
Yeah, he got out of
Yeah.
a deal with his
So
manager.
I called this years ago, but I think KD and Kyrie team up in Brooklyn. But
Well, here's the thing with KD, though. I was reading about this the other day. I forgot that his deal included a player option since he took a 1-year deal.
oh yeah,
It included a player option. So, theoretically, if he wanted to, he could take, I think, like $31.6 million,
that's it.
which is not the max, but it's close. He could take that and just rehab in Golden State and then just be completely free next year. So some people are saying if you're not going to sign a multi-year deal, there's no reason to jump to the Nets this year when you could see how that Kyrie experiment goes there next year.
Right, so
And then just be free to make your choice then and basically get paid by the team you just got hurt going to war with.
And I
That
saw.
may be his best option.
I think Clay is going to stay in Oakland
yeah, absolutely.
because I saw even if he wants to go to another team, he's still going to get paid more if he stays with Golden State.
Yeah.
So is KD a free agent now after this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what does he do if everyone knows that he's gonna miss all year? What happens then?
Well,
I think it's still KD. I think they're still going to throw money at him.
yeah, there's going to be some team that says basically like
So
the
they
way that it
sign him
breaks
for
down.
2 years rather than 1 year because they're like, okay, this year you're injured, so it's got, and then the
Well,
next year.
the
also?
rumor is KD is going to want a max, which is I think is 4 with the option of a 5th, which is like worth like 180 something mil.
Something
So
like,
basically, if you're the Knicks or the Nets or whoever, you got to kind of think of it as just like we're throwing the first 30 mil away. This is an investment.
pretty much, yeah.
We're just throwing it away for him to rehab this first year, and we'll get it, down the line.
So yeah, those are my 2 big.
There's still
Predictions.
there's still some other ripples from all this though, because now it's like with Kawhi winning the championship here, does he do what KD and some of these other players are doing, where they just take a 1 year? Does he come back to Toronto for a year, or is he scared off now because he just saw what happened to KD on a 1-year deal?
I think I heard Max Kellerman on First Take say something about if Kawhi goes to the Clippers are winning the championship next year.
The Clippers were fantastic last year. I watched a lot of Clippers basketball games last year, and they had literally no stars, and they were fantastic last year in the West. They're underrated.
I'll call Kawhi one of the greats if he goes to the Clippers and leads them to a championship.
I will be heartbroken
Like,
because
wow.
the Clippers have just been a better run organization, top to bottom, than my Lakers have been.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think they got rid of, CP3 and Blake Griffin, and
Is Jordan still there? DeAndre?
no, He's
He's
in
going to.
Dallas, I think.
Yeah. CP3 actually is in a ton of rumors for trade deals as well now. Houston might be unloading him. The one I saw this morning, did you see the rumored trade with the Lakers and the Bulls?
No.
So they said that this is the most free. Somebody inside the Lakers organization said that this was the last trade proposal that was close. Basically, the Lakers would trade away the 4th overall pick, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Kuzma,
Yeesh.
and another 2 first-round picks, I believe. But we would keep
For
Ingram
the Bulls logo?
for the. They would go to the
Right.
Bulls, and we would acquire their pick. The guy that's there with the name L that I'm forgetting. We acquire him, and all of those go to the Pelicans for Anthony Davis.
Oh,
So the
it's like
Lakers
a
get
3-team.
yeah, it's a 3-team
Okay.
trade, and they said that it's been the closest one so far. But yeah, basically, it's interesting because I think I don't know if you guys know this, but the Pelicans owner, the reason that whole shit went down with the Lakers and the Pelicans last year, the owner of the Pelicans is the wife of the Saints owner.
Oh, okay.
So she actually inherited that when he passed away. So that family is a very NFL focused family. They say that like they don't have any idea what they're doing in the NBA, but they own the Pelicans. So that's why that whole shit went down with the Lakers and them. Now that they have a different GM, it looks like they're a lot more willing to play ball with the Lakers. So I'm holding out hope. The draft is Thursday. Most of these trades that have been rumored for all these teams are going to happen before Thursday because in the NBA, it's a lot like Christmas presents. I've heard people like to make the pick. You know, a 4th
Yeah.
pick sounds better than if you tell me you're giving me Darius Garland.
Right.
People like to know that they get to make that choice and pick their own player. So most of these trades are probably going to happen before Thursday. So crossing my fingers.
Okay, we're going to go into the Would You Rather segment.
So, okay, so I've got one. So I heard this the other day and I was thinking about it. And it gives you an interesting little twist and it tells you a lot about the person, you know, that you get the answer from. So
Oh, jeez.
let's say that you have the power to make yourself look exactly the way that you would want to look, like your perfect ideal image of yourself. And the only drawback to it would be that you would have to, when you see yourself in the mirror, you are like literally as ugly as you can imagine. So to yourself, you're horribly hideous, but to everyone else, you're exactly the way you want to look. Would you rather that, or would you rather have, you know, just the way that it is now?
So pretty much you look good, but your self-confidence is just shit.
Yeah, you would have to be okay with
Or-
looking in the mirror and seeing like just somebody that's
What it
horribly
is.
ugly.
Yeah, or what it is now.
I would rather just be what I am now. Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's just a horrible lifestyle to live.
Yeah,
It's like, mentally, you're not right.
yeah,
And,
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah.
Because, like, you could be looking really attractive, but the way you carry yourself is just like,
Yeah.
what is going on in this man's life?
You dress like shit and, like,
And I think like in your head you're like, oh, you'd be able to get over it. Like you just feel like I won't look at myself in the mirror. But I feel like in the back of my head I would always know. I'd be walking down the street and I'd be having that image of myself in the head, and then seeing like people double taking me like, oh my god, it's the hottest person I've ever seen.
and then you're thinking
And
the
I'm
opposite.
just like, I'm literally hideous.
Yeah.
I can't. How are you guys looking at
and
me
you
right
think
now?
they're making fun of you. That would be
Right,
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just bad for your mental health.
You don't want to live that way.
Any
Yeah.
more would you rathers?
Yeah.
All
Would
right.
you rather live without elbow joints or knee joints?
I would rather live without elbow joints.
Really?
Yeah, your arms just
Could
flopping
you
around.
imagine just
I would
like
have liked to walk around.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to not walk around.
just picnic chair kneecaps?
Yeah.
You're just all constantly folding.
Dude, I wonder how I'd be able to throw with no elbow joints. Would I be able to just whip it?
See, that would scare me because I feel like your skin would just separate itself.
I hate this.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Your skin's gonna shed itself? Is that what you're saying?
no, like if you're just whipping your elbow so much that like eventually your elbow would just come off, right?
I don't know, Jordan. That's a very technical question.
It's disgusting. I don't like. thinking
Would
about
you
that.
rather have to eat a meal that is just like the most mediocre, there's no taste to it, it's just bland, you're just eating it to live for one whole week? Like it's almost to the point it's gross. But on one day you get to eat the best meal you've ever had in your life, Would you rather that? Or would you rather just not take the chance?
What?
I had it in my head. I think you got to erase that.
No, I got it. I got
You
it.
have to erase that one.
I deciphered it. I would rather eat that one meal. That's just amazing.
No, Joe's question was eat the bland
There
for
was
a
no
week
would you rather.
and
It
then
was
be
just-
rewarded with the great meal at the end,
Oh.
or just live your
Oh,
life
that's
normally.
what
Like,
it was. That's what it was. It was. Would you rather eat like just the most mundane meals, the most meals
Yeah.
for a week, and have that one amazing like
Oh,
meal,
okay.
Grand
Gotcha.
finale, yeah.
or have like kind of your favorites, like your fast food favorites for a whole month, just brought to you. So you could have like, it's not nothing great, but you could have like McDonald's, you could have Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's.
Everything you have would be.
You can have
You
McDonald's.
could have a little mixed sandwich.
I'd go the fast food route.
Be like, oh, I'm having IHOP tonight. It's not great, but it's hey.
Is that fast food?
Did you
Yeah,
side
you
note?
hop out.
Side note, did you you see my favorite tweet for this weekend is somebody said, why does Drake have to keep shitting on things people like? Have you heard it? So you heard his new song?
Yes.
He had 2 new songs, and he was talking about how bad Benihana. He said Benihana is pigeon food.
Yes, I just heard that. I was like, damn.
For us middle class families, we're just like Benihana's is the nicest, classiest shit we've ever
The
seen.
nicest Chinese place.
He said it's pigeon food.
I know. Damn, Drizzy. Next up is our rapid fire segment, and
Ah.
yours truly,
Listen, I am ready this week. I am not gonna cheese up.
rapid fire.
Rapid
I have
fire.
10 rapid fire questions.
See, I'm kind of concerned because last time when Jordan tried to speed it up, he said that it takes him 2 weeks to find out if he likes somebody or not.
Yeah, I met this asshole last week. I'm still thinking about if he's a good
One
good
pay
guy
period.
or not.
He's got
Yeah.
he's got
He's
one
He's
week
got
left.
another week.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Absolutely ready, Aaron. Here we go.
What movie made you laugh until you cried?
Step Brothers.
Oh, good one.
The Hangover.
Nice.
I was actually thinking of the name of it.
Both very good movies.
I haven't seen 2 or 3. I thought the first one.
The first one
was
in theaters was like a crazy, crazy
great.
moment.
The best,
Yes.
yeah.
If you could appear on any game show, which would you choose?
I'd say Jeopardy.
I wanted to say Fear Factor just because it would be fun, but also disgusting. But I would rather go with The Price is Right. I
Okay.
watch that every day at work.
Would you rather be lucky or wise?
Lucky.
Lucky.
Don't know whys.
Do you have a lucky number?
That was pretty damn good.
You like that?
That was pretty damn good.
See, I don't know wise.
I don't know whys.
Oh my
That was
God.
pretty damn good.
Growing up 4, but nowadays it's 2.
What'd you
I
say?
gotta go 2.
You have a lucky number.
15.
Would you rather skydive or swim with sharks?
Skydive.
Skydive.
For some reason that seems less risky, but
Yeah.
it probably isn't.
Yeah, you're right.
I would
I
swim
want
with
to know
sharks.
the numbers on that.
I'm not skydiving. Ain't no way. If you could be great at one sport, which would you choose?
Basketball.
I mean, come on. I'm not great at tennis.
So you'd choose tennis?
He's saying he's
No.
great at everything else,
Yeah.
so he doesn't need to.
No.
No, I get
if
it.
I could be like sport professional level great, I would have to choose basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite professional athlete
LeBron James.
I don't really know if I have one right now.
of all time, ever?
Oh, of all time, Kobe Bryant.
What about current? You don't have a current one right now?
I'm trying to think. I don't really have one that stands out. I like a bunch of people right now, but
Who's the first one that comes to mind?
I really don't. I can't even think.
You can't
I'd say
even think.
maybe. I'd say either maybe AJ Green, but I mean I just don't have like a super strong connection to any player right now.
Do you have one, Aaron? Top of dome?
Of all time?
Yep. Or
Deion Sanders.
what about
Right now though,
Right now?
What about, yeah.
don't even say it.
Probably LeBron.
Okay.
Good.
I thought for sure you were gonna say Dak. I was about to be so disappointed.
Dak.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought it was Zeke or something.
Next question.
Alrighty.
What's your favorite candy?
Crunch bar.
Butterfinger.
If you could live in a house from any movie, which would you choose?
In a house?
The Step Brothers movie.
The Step Brothers house?
That's
The drum set?
exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, like a good house. In
Seems
a
like
movie?
fun.
Yeah.
I can't think
I
of
thought
any
Mr.
movie
D.
I was going to say, I
houses.
thought you'd say Mr. Deeds.
Mr. D's,
You
baby.
know which one I would choose?
I would have a Hawaiian Punch fountain.
You ready? Richie Rich.
No.
Remember that house?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're-
I'm sorry.
man.
Richie
I
Rich.
can't think of the movie name, but I know which house it would be.
Monster House.
No.
All right, last one. What height would you like to be?
6'4".
I would say 6'3".
That was my original thing.
So you guys want to be my height?
Okay.
It's not that fun.
Weird flex,
Yeah,
brother.
that's a strange.
that
Weird
fun.
flex. He threw that question in there just so he could show
I'd
up.
want to be 6'8".
I was told by a doctor that I would be 6'2", and I was so excited. And I hit 10 and a half, and I stopped. And it was heartbreaking.
Yeah, Joe's age from
Jeez.
13 to 18, he was just loving life. Like, oh, dude, don't worry, bro.
No, okay.
Give me a
I
couple
got
years. I'll be
6'2".
6'4".
Quick story time. So I
He
hit
turned
my
19, hates his
growth
life.
spurt before anybody, any of my friends.
So you hit a growth sport
Yep.
instead of a
growth
spurt.
And so it was, I think, like 6th or 7th grade. We were playing volleyball, and it was before they raised the nets up. And because I hit my growth spurt before everyone, I was just a whole season of me spiking on people, knocking into people's face, and it was just I remember turning around flexing at the bench when I got spikes.
I'm the best!
And then immediately next year, I just remember they raised the height of the nets to normal rate. Everyone had already passed me in height, and it was just never the same again.
So they're just giving it back to
It
you.
was just so fun.
They were
And
like, "Where
I
you
thought
at
I was
now,
going
Joe?"
to keep growing.
they were flexing on you.
Man, it was so bad.
That's going to wrap up our rapid fire. What would you do?
Yeah.
And this week's What Would You Do is going to be brought to you by J.O.R. Dan. What do you got for us, Dan?
This is awkward.
Why is it awkward? You said you had a What Would You Do?
It's kind of a what would you do. So, hypothetically speaking, what would you do if you had to choose what kind of deli meat your sheets were made out of when you were in bed?
Oh, wow. It's easy.
If I had to choose what kind of deli meat my bed was made out of,
Yeah, like
The whole bed?
like your covers.
the sheets,
I know which one I wouldn't choose.
Yeah.
what wouldn't you choose?
Ham.
Ham.
It'd just be fucking wet. just a gross, sweaty piece of meat bed.
You slide in and out of bed.
Ugh.
Wow.
Your whole back is just glistening.
My brain is malfunctioning right now because I've never thought of some off-the-wall shit like this before in my life.
Yeah.
I was
So
going to say
this is a good one.
Like,
So
turkey's
let's-
my favorite.
Dry turkey
but I'm
would be
like,
the right answer.
dry
Or
turkey.
like a
You could
nice buffalo rotisserie chicken deli slice.
No, I
That's
don't
a
want to wake up
mouthful.
every morning smelling exactly like chicken.
Right.
Oh, man.
So what deli meats are there? We got turkey. You said you wouldn't do ham.
I would definitely
You
do
got
ham.
chicken. You go with
Salami.
salami.
Ooh, I don't.
Could really-
Pepperoni?
Yeah.
Pepperoni's thin enough, but that smell, ugh.
Yeah, that's a strong smell. I'm going to go with turkey with no water.
Yeah, the
Turkey
super dry turkey would be the
drained.
best. It would almost be like just a really shitty blanket.
Some drained turkey meat.
Just wake up, take a bite.
73 weeks old.
You, just, you roll over in the morning, you just hear, Shelby.
I thought you were a vegetarian.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know why you have that voice. I'm sorry.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
So,
So you're going with turkey?
I'm going turkey.
I feel that.
What about you?
Yeah, turkey.
I was gonna say ham, but now I'm thinking about it. It's gonna be sloppy. They'll have like those little weird parts, those circle parts in them.
I feel like you'd just wake up and your back would just be gross. It
Yeah.
would just be, greasy mess.
You gotta
Salami.
you gotta keep your room at a cool like refrigerator
Yeah.
degrees.
You know
I
what
would
I
go.
always say?
I'd go chicken.
What do you always say?
Keep your bed sheets ham and your
And
Your
your
pillow salami.
pillowcases.
That's gonna do it for us this week.
No, we have the draft.
What?
Yeah, the draft.
Oh my god. We almost forgot.
Yep. So this week we are drafting the best Disney movies of all time.
Yep.
And if you didn't tune in last week, we drafted we we drafted the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And clearly everyone on Twitter
No,
was a
don't-
teenager
Don't hype
because
it. Don't hype it up.
all of my players were from the past and they're like,
When Aaron
Who's
loses,
Joe
he
Montana?
when Aaron loses, he just loves to tear down our fans.
"Who
Yeah.
the hell's Steve Young?"
If you guys have noticed, when Aaron loses anything,
whatever.
there's 73 excuses.
Whatever.
Just take it on the chin.
So yeah, Jordan ended up winning the greatest quarterback of all time battle. I think he
It's always
won
1, 2, 3.
39% of the votes, You had 30. Joe had 37%.
Oh, damn. I got close then.
Right on my tail, mate.
Yeah, you guys were tied at one point.
Last I checked, I was losing bad.
No,
Yeah.
That was like
it
a few
was
days ago, though.
stupid close.
And then
yeah.
I had 26%.
He had the
of
rest of the percentage. It doesn't even.
Oh, I should have hyped it
So
up.
whoever voted for Team AA, Ron, you know your stuff. Thank you. So, with that being said, I lost, so I have to speak in a voice for my pick, and I have the second pick this week. The draft order is Jordan, me, Joe, and we are each drafting 5 Disney movies. We bumped it up to 5 because
There's so many. There's a
like Disney
plethora
movies?
Yeah.
of movies to
And
choose
it's just
from.
more content
Yeah.
for you guys, you know? Because we care.
And this is going to be super fun. It's going to be nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's
A little bit of nostalgia.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So with that being said, the 2019 Disney movie draft battle is officially open.
Now, what
And
voice are we giving Aaron?
Jordan, wait.
Oh, wait. Jordan's first
Jordan
this week. Oh,
is on the
okay,
clock.
Huge.
Off the board. You already know what I'm going with.
Don't say it.
Please don't say it.
The Lion King.
Damn it.
Obviously, the perennial
is
#1 choice.
My all-time favorite movie of mine is The Lion King.
It's a pretty good choice.
This is
Yeah.
the best week to have the first overall draft pick.
Oh goodness!
I know.
That
I got
is
excited
such,
when I thought I had it because I was like,
such
oh,
a
boom.
powerhouse movie.
Lion King off the board.
Wow.
Are there any
Wow.
left?
Knew that
For
was
me to
getting
take?
me.
That
Yeah, I
was
think
that was Aaron's only one on
Starts
the
and
board.
finishes at
I'm kidding.
The Lion King.
There's tons of Disney movies.
So, do you think you could do a meteorologist voice right now?
Meteorologist?
Yes.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to go.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking of meteorologist.
I don't even know. I don't know how to start.
Yeah. I didn't either.
Give me an
last week.
example real quick.
He just did.
Give me an example.
So the weather outside right now is about 73 degrees Celsius. I don't know. It's kind of
You
like
need to talk.
like
you
a
need
weird,
to talk about
like
the
a-
movie in that.
like
that
a
way.
nerdy-
nerdy kind of like
We've got
Okay.
a lion cub coming up on the Pride Rock.
If it's a meteorologist mixed with like Harry Carey, because
Harry
that's
Carey,
the
yeah.
feeling I'm kind of
Yeah.
getting right
I
now.
like that too.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
All right, here we go.
With my second pick here of the Disney movie draft battle, this one's pretty obvious for me because this movie is just taking off. And I just saw this past week they're coming out with a second one. And let me tell you, it's going to get pretty cold in here tonight. And I'm going with Frozen.
Oh my!
I love that we asked him to do Weatherman, and he just straight did Harry Carey instead.
Have you? Okay.
I
have
told you that's the
seen-
vibe I was getting.
Have you seen Frozen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say you can't vote for it if you didn't see it.
I was almost
that's
gonna
not
block
fun.
you from using that as your voice, but then you said the cold thing and kind of made it Weatherman, so I'll take it.
So yeah, there you go.
All
Frozen.
right, cool. I'm up.
Joe's
It's
up.
easy. Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Boom.
Nice, and it's back to you. So
Yeah.
take your time
Okay,
because
so,
then it's gonna be back to me, and I still have to,
so I have
gather myself.
I have a question here. Are we doing like the sequels as well? So like you could go 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking Toy Story 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Forced
For-
isn't even
for-
out yet.
For your first pick.
So, you know what? I'm just going to do it because I really love this movie, and I think that it's super underrated, and it's better than Frozen.
Mm.
And
Strong words.
I know a lot of people believe me on this one, but Tangled.
Okay, I've seen
Tangled-
it. That's a pretty good movie.
Tangled is going to be my second one.
I think you took it a little high,
I did,
but
but I think the one I wanted 3 is going to be there when it comes back around to me, so I'm happy with
okay,
it.
okay. So now I'm back on the clock for pick number 2, and I'm gonna go with a classic movie here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go The Incredibles.
I was
That
hoping
was-
that would be my 4th.
That was on my short list.
So there you go. Incredibles is off the board.
Back to you again, right?
Back to
Wait,
Jordan.
Wait.
To Jordan for 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I got 2, and I am already kind of tweaking here because I don't want to make the wrong pick, man.
As Jordan would say, he's on tilt.
I am tilty. So, I mean, another one of my favorites growing up. See, I'm not gonna go with fan favorites. I'm gonna go with my favorites. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
So I'm gonna go with the classic, R.I.P. to Aladdin.
Yeah.
I'm going with Aladdin.
I almost took that with that last pick right there.
That was on my board. I was gonna take it next. So
Were you really?
yes.
Well, you can't.
No shit.
That's
And
how drafts
then
work.
another great one. I don't know if I should be taking this right now, but I don't want it to be scooped up by anyone else. She's a warrior. She's a fighter. I'm going with Mulan.
Good pick.
Ooh.
You're getting all the 90s
Ooh.
movies right now.
Man, the 90 Disney movies, amazing.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
What a time
To be
to
alive.
be alive.
Okay.
You betcha. All right, so I'm on the pick here. And I know what you guys are thinking. No, I'm not going High School Musical. I did not
Oh, God.
enjoy that much.
Am I going with 3?
Mm-mm. So I'm going to go with one of my personal favorites from the 90s, since you already scooped up most of my favorites from the 90s. But you didn't get this one yet.
Hey, what?
Yeah, you didn't get this one yet.
You missed on this one.
You dying
I'm going with Hercules.
Ooh. Never was a huge fan of Hercules when I was a kid. For
I
some
love
reason.
that movie.
It was between that and Mulan, honestly. And I couldn't decide.
Phenomenal movie.
I think I saw that a couple weeks ago, actually.
So it's me for 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Man, this is...
You're getting the hang of it.
You know what? I've got this. I feel really good about this. With my third overall draft selection.
Don't take it, because I just realized I forgot.
No, I guarantee you're not taking this one. Another insanely good movie. Amazing music. Unappreciated. I'm going to go grab Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
Well, he has 2, Aaron. So
I know.
Yeah.
Just I don't want you to take the other one.
And then...
I actually loved mimicking Stitch's voice.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
No, save that for a punishment.
I know.
When he
I
loses
want to
it
hear a
next
little
week.
snippet.
I'm not gonna lose ever again.
I don't know. This one is going to be a good draft.
Like, I know that I used to mimic it growing up, but now if you told me to, like just now, I don't remember what it sounds like. So if you play a little clip, I could mimic it
Oh,
pretty
okay.
well.
Gotcha.
I'll keep that in mind.
You know what?
Thank you.
I'm going to go here.
I said mimic a lot just now. Felt weird.
I'm going to go Finding Nemo.
Damn you!
Yeah. Finding Nemo.
Damn you!
That is, you know what? That's actually good. It's a good movie.
I can't believe I let it fall.
Yeah.
That's who I was going. Son of a bitch!
Only one slot left. Man, this filled out quick. This is rough.
So,
Picking children. I don't like it.
man, I am, what'd you say, Jordan? Tilting? That's what I'm doing right now.
Tilting.
Oh, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
So it doesn't just have to be cartoons, right?
Just a Disney
I
movie.
took it as animated Disney movies, but I don't care if you go
I mean-
non-animated. I just didn't even look at
Most
any
of them
more.
are animated.
Yeah.
Anyway, but just in case I wanted
We're
to.
gonna go with the pacifier or something.
If you wanted to
No.
take, if you wanted to take Airbud 4,
Everybody
Right.
for Old Yeller.
Beethoven or something. Is that the Disney movie?
Old Yeller?
Beethoven.
Beethoven? I think so. I'm not going Beethoven.
there's gonna be a lot of movies that don't get picked here. That's really gonna break my heart for not taking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's one that I'm not gonna take because I don't think it's a.
It's gonna win you.
It was probably my with the Lion King. It was probably my other favorite Disney movie, but I don't think it would be a very good number getter on the polls.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about my 5th spot one. There's nobody but me that would vote for it, but it is truly my favorite. I like it over The Lion King.
Watch it be the same movie I'm thinking of.
I don't think so. I would be I don't think I've ever unironically bumped into somebody else who's a fan of this movie.
Really?
Wow.
Is it that shitty?
Okay.
No, it came before Disney's heyday, right before.
So I think I have my final 2 picks here. So hopefully Jordan doesn't take this one when it comes back around. But I'm going to go ahead and snatch up my number 4 pick here, and I'm going to go Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That was being taken off. That was
That
for
little
sure.
girl in that movie is just so damn cute.
Oh, Boo!
Yes.
Great movie.
Jordan, you're on the clock.
For my final 2, eh?
Yep.
Why that sounds so Canadian?
I don't know what that was.
So this is actually hard. I thought 5 would have been easy, to choose 5 teams here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's not easy because there's a lot of good movies.
Not when there's picks being taken out from underneath me that I thought I was gonna get.
Yeah, Aaron's definitely got if we're all starting the race at the same time, he's already turned the first corner with Lion King.
It's not
Or
good.
Jordan. Sorry.
Yeah, he definitely.
He took off out of the gate with that one. That's rough.
Okay, I'm going to take one now. I thought it blew up. It was really good. I'm going to go with simple 2-letter word, Up.
Oh.
Going with Up.
I can't watch Up.
Sneaky
Why?
good
That
pick.
first 10 minutes of that movie is the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but it's actually a cute little movie.
It really is.
I think it's a great.
But I was heartbroken by that
Now,
first 10 minutes.
oh, God.
Wait, do you go?
Yeah, I'm going
Yes,
again,
yeah.
and
Final
I'm
pick?
hurting
Sorry.
because I have 3 movies that I want to go with. 4. Oh man, but I cannot choose. Do I do it?
Whatever
I
you
do it?
do, just do what your heart is telling you to do.
All right, I'm going with The Incredibles 2.
Nice.
Wow.
I honestly thought people might.
You just jumped on the bandwagon.
Incredibles
with my
2 right
pick.
now is like
Honestly,
everyone talks about it.
Have you seen the movie?
I haven't seen two.
It is actually really good.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's like one of the best.
Yeah, there was
Actually,
actually
I think I have seen some of it.
it's kind of crazy because there's so much like black and white flashing that they have like signs up on the way to into like the movie theater room, like, hey, if you suffer from seizures, you cannot be in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like we were in the theater watching it, and like I was like, damn, this is like a lot of flashing going on. But great movie, I love it.
All right, I'm gonna take this. This is my final pick. And then Joe, when you take yours, I want to give a shout out to some honorable mentions.
I was gonna do the same
because
thing actually.
there's so many
You
old
know me
movies
too
that
well.
I'm just like, God. All right. So my final pick here, I'm gonna go a classic movie, 101 Dalmatians. I used to love that movie.
Did you know that?
And
I was,
this is-
hoping
this is
you
the
were gonna take
original.
one of these for me so that I don't have to like decide. But now I'm
you have to
stuck with
decide?
4 picks that I care highly about.
Well, while you think about it, did you know that that movie is why Dalmatians are not as common anymore?
No,
You,
I mean,
you didn't know that? Did you
I-
know that?
I knew
It's-
Dalmatians just weren't very nice dogs to begin with.
Well, it's because when that movie came out, they were like, oh, they're so cute. I want that dog, right?
Oh yeah.
So they started to mass breed them. But when you get purebred like dogs like that, it's almost like incest because like they're the same family or whatever.
Yeah.
Still, they're not as healthy and they're not born correctly, so like they start dying off.
Wow.
So that's why they were like all
Really
of
messed
their
stuff up.
population started falling off a lot.
Yeah, you really
So
don't
then-
see a lot of
Yeah,
Dalmatians.
it's pretty rare now. It's because of that movie.
Probably
Wow.
about 101 of them left.
Yeah, probably Dalmatian.
I don't even want to take my final pick.
There's a little side note, little knowledge for you.
Thank
I
you.
like it. So here's the thing. Here I'm gonna explain to you how I thought.
You have fun while learning.
my
Did that throw you off?
yes.
It's just a bit.
Joe looked up like, what the?
I'm going
Oh
to
my
I'm
God.
going to make my own rule here, where I'm not gonna take 2 of the same franchise. Because if you look at my team, it's pretty diverse. So that's gonna take Toy Story 3 off the table for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to have it out there in the air that I love that movie. Lion King 2 would have thought about that one.
So you're pretty much picking them without picking them. So if someone listened to the podcast like, oh, well, Joe had this team also. Cheating.
Collusion.
No,
Yeah.
that's not how collusion works. Man, so I'm torn between my favorite movie of all time and one that I think will get a lot of votes because it's also a very great movie. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the one that gets the votes. Sorry.
I hope it doesn't get the vote. I hope
Let's
it
hear it.
backfires on you.
I'm gonna go with. I'm skipping over Zootopia. Was one of the ones I'm skipping over.
That's a pretty good movie.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Great one. No.
Oh my
definitely not.
God.
Not that one.
I don't know.
I am skipping over my favorite movie. It would be number 1 on my list.
Okay.
Is Brave Little Toaster. Also, another reason why I'm not taking that is even though it is technically Disney, there's some weird ownership laws there, which is also why it's not in the Disney vault. So I'm not even entirely sure it's owned 100% by Disney, but it is a Disney movie. So that's kind of weird too. But I'm gonna go with Moana. Moana.
Can you spell that?
Make way.
The Rock.
I went very heavy
The
on
Rock does
water
it all.
theme, did I not? I went
You had
Finding
2.
Nemo, Moana, and Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's kind of water.
Getting a little beachy with it.
Literally the whole thing. It starts off in water, Jordan.
Yeah.
All right, so
Can you shut up?
go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do a recap.
Okay, so I'll go with my team first.
Yeah.
I was first pick. I got The Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan, Up, and The Incredibles 2.
Good team.
And I have Frozen, Incredibles, Hercules, Monsters Inc., and 101 Dalmatians.
When I went,
And I have Toy Story, Tangled, Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo, and Moana.
Yes. So there you go. You guys know how to vote. You go onto our Twitter page and you choose the team that you like the best. And it's that simple.
I like that our drafting styles are kind of solidifying.
Yeah.
Like Aaron always takes a little bit closer to the heart. Maybe takes ones that won't be maybe aren't the ones that come to your mind originally, but strong fandoms of each of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
You went with some heavy fucking hitters. You went in with everything you had.
Everything.
I did a little bit of both.
It's me, man.
And I just want to say, here's my honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
My first one, Fox and the Hound. That is
Yes.
probably my favorite Disney movie of all time.
That was on
that
my
and
list.
The Lion King. I love that
Fox
movie.
and Hound was a classic.
Super sad.
Remember this one?
Hurts.
A Goofy movie.
Yes.
Classic.
I wanted to be that guy.
You know another one? Oliver and Company.
Yes.
Great music in that one.
Pocahontas.
Okay. Not a fan.
I mean, The Little Mermaid. That's another great
You didn't
movie.
watch Pocahontas?
Maria hates Pocahontas. I've not seen Pocahontas.
Oh, okay.
You did not have seen it.
Man, what another honorable mention? There's just so many.
Yeah, I mentioned all mine before.
I almost went with Finding Dory to counter the Finding Nemo.
A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Coco. Have you guys seen Coco? It's a new one.
It is good.
I
Yeah.
have.
That is a great movie.
Yeah.
Lady and the Tramp.
Classic.
Pinocchio. Bambi. Inside Out. That's actually a pretty
I
good
haven't
movie.
Wait,
that
was
one
your
yet.
101 Dalmatians the live action one or the cartoon one?
Cartoon one.
The very first cartoon one.
Okay. Because I was gonna say if we did, it just dawned on me if we had did live action, all of the Avengers movies all of the Marvel movies are Disney. that would have completely changed my list. Zootopia though, I feel like nobody talks about that movie. That movie was fantastic.
Yo, the
That's pretty
sloth would get me so weak.
Yeah,
He was
Isn't-
moving so slow.
Isn't Jason Bateman a voice in that movie?
maybe.
I'm
I
not
think
too
he
sure.
might be the
Yeah, I think he's the fox.
the fox.
right?
Yeah. I think he's
The Jungle Book. I used to play that game a lot too.
Jungle Book, Tarzan.
Tarzan, great movie.
What else?
The-
Beauty and the Beast.
I always forget which ones were Pixar and Disney. Shout out to the sequels that people forget about: Lion King 2 and Toy Story 2. I think people forget how good Toy Story 2 was.
Have you guys seen Monsters University?
No.
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen that yet. Heard that was pretty good.
But yeah, that's all my honorable mentions. Those are just
Yeah, that was fun.
classic Disney movies.
We all have solid teams here.
I mean, how it usually goes is we all draft, and then they vote, and then I win,
And then I'm second place.
and then Aaron does the accent,
Well,
and
it's
then
gonna
it's
be
just like a never-ending cycle. I always win.
the turntables are gonna
Guys,
be table
remember, if
turns
you
this week.
if you want to stop
Oh boy, the turn's tabled.
if you want to stop this, all you have to do is log on to Twitter and vote
Twitter?
for somebody that's not Jordan.
Yeah.
His head's getting big.
So
I don't like that.
Jordan obviously won the
Vote
draft.
your heart. Don't vote for not your heart. You know what I mean?
Vote for not your heart.
Jordan won the draft, so he's got a roast for both Joe and I, and this seems to be becoming a theme each
Yeah.
week.
And you get your final word.
Yeah,
so.
and you get your final word. And before Jordan takes over, remember, check us out: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Appreciate all the love.
Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, with me winning, I mean, which seems like all the time now, I get a little, I feel a little bad roasting you guys.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
So this week, no, I'm totally kidding.
Yep.
Totally kidding.
Yep.
Aaron, I hate you. Joe, you suck. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Freeballers Podcast, and Twitter at FBallers Podcast. And until next week, use your teeth as a bottle opener and step into wet cement before jumping into a pool. Peace.
Peace.